It'll work. Oh no. Sorry, guys. If anyone's watching. All right, this is Bree, the blind Yorkie. Now, I'm not sure if this stream is going to work or not because I have one bar. So I don't have a lot of signal strength here. So I may get cut off at any moment here. I'm trying to keep it where it's like uh, in line with the door open. Hopefully, like signal strength will blow in here like with the breeze. Anyways, okay, let me get started. So this is Bree, and Bree is a beautiful blind Yorkie, and I have the honor, the privilege to be her groomer. There we go. Hopefully, I won't get cut off. But it may. And also, I didn't bring my charger. I forgot. So I'm a mess. Oh my goodness. I woke up at 3 a.m. this morning to my dog throwing up. My dog Dexter had to let him outside. It was freezing at 3 a.m. And then I woke up again at 5 a.m. So, anyways, lots going on in my house. But I am here, and this is Bree. And I'm gonna start brushing her out and combing her. So right now, what I've done is I got her on the table, I've cleaned my tools, and I'm about to start grooming her. Um, you know what? Maybe I'll just bring this closer. There we go. See what I'm doing. Because the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I wanted to show people the importance of all the work that goes in before you actually um, wash your dog. So, in order of importance, I say that if you don't have time to comb your dog, brush your dog, then don't wash them. If you don't have time to use conditioner, like shampoo, soak, rinse, and then conditioner, soak, rinse, then don't wash them. If you don't have time to dry them completely, then don't wash them. This is all very important for their health. Now she is shaking a little bit because obviously, she's probably not really looking forward to this. Oh, but she's fine. She's gonna be fine. And a little tip I got from my friend Shelly. Her name's Shelly Dawes. And Shelly, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. I told her, like, I'm gonna keep this my little secret. I'm not gonna tell anybody. This is I'm a liar, Shelly. I'm sorry. This is asparagus, a rubber band. So the rubber band that comes around the asparagus. Also broccoli. I bought some broccoli last night, and similar type of rubber band. So this is like the rubber band that comes in your produce that keeps your produce together. Just all you got to do is just wind this around your comb. See, that's all I did. I just basically weaved it through the teeth here like this. And what it does is it helps grip the dead hairs, those dead dry hairs that you're trying to get out. It grips it for you and it helps pull it out. See that? Thank you so much, Shelly. Because what I was doing was I was using my fingers to grab it like this, and I was just using my fingers to kind of hold the dead hair in there and grip it and pull it out. And because of that, I have no feelings here. It's calloused. So like literally, I could pick up hot burning objects with these two fingers, and I wouldn't feel a thing. So if you want to save your fingertips, unless you're ever gonna fight somebody, bah, 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 or if you're thumb wrestling war, holy cow! But unless you're doing something like that, you want to save your fingertips. This is such a good tip. Just put some rubber band around there. And so what I like to do is I like to start from the bottom and work my way up. So, okay, girl. And I can do this because I see her on a regular basis. Oh, you know what? I'll just show it. If I did not see her regularly, I would start off with something like this. And that way, and this is just Myers, and that way, this is going to help break it up a little bit more gently so that it doesn't pull so hard. Because if you start off with the comb, it's going to pull too hard. Okay. Because her owner takes good care of her. We're on a good schedule. Oh my God, do you see that? See that? I just busted out of her skin when I went through it. That little crust ball. That's what we're going after. So that's what I'm going to show you right now is all the stuff that comes out of their skin when I comb them and brush them. And that's all the dander and everything that's trapped inside those pores, and it needs to come out. The shampoo, the conditioner, and all that, it doesn't have room to actually go inside their pores and condition their skin properly when all that's still in there. So what I would do is just go through gently. Good girl, Bree. And of course, they don't like it because the reason why they don't like it is because there's so much dead hair clogging up those pores, making it feel very tight and uncomfortable. And so she's like, "Oh, it doesn't feel good. Don't do it." But the reason why she doesn't want me to touch it is also the reason why I have to touch it because I need to clear those pores and get that dead hair out of there. Good girl. Oh man. So just want to gently, and you'll see later, once I get all this out, she's not going to react like this. She's going to be calm. She's not going to react like it's all, hurting or anything. She's just reacting like this now because it's all in there, bothering her. There you go, girl. See that? Now you see the calming, the relaxing, because it actually feels better. Oh my God, that just flew out of there. I love seeing that. It's fascinating to me. Because it's one thing to learn about it in a book and read it, you know, but then when you actually see it and you feel it, it's like, wow. And you can feel the difference when you go through and you kind of use your fingers to run through where you just combed to kind of help hold the skin there too, so you don't pull the skin too much. You're gonna literally start feeling the difference. I feel it right now. The rough, dry, wiry hairs, the soft, silky, healthy hairs. Girl, there you go. Good girl. Alrighty. Down here, yeah, it's all matted down here. Good job, girl. There you go. See, it's right there, it's all matted. So, and it also helps to spray a little co-conditioner on there too, because the hair is dry. Squirting on empty. What in the world? There's a there's a lot in there. Okay. Shoot. Anyways, this brand sucks. Oh shoot. See, there's a lot in there. So I'll just use it by hand. I'll just apply some by hand. Okay, there we go. Shoot. Man, that's not cool. All right. So it's good to, condition the coat. You can even use water. You can even use water just to get the hair wet and strong so you don't break it. There we go. Girl. Now I can get in there. There we go. And this is all before the bath. This is all happening before the bath. Because, in my opinion, and this is just me, but I like to take my clothes off before I take a shower. I like to take my dirty underwear, my socks off, because I don't expect the shower to wash that off of me. So, this is my comparison to her dirty underwear, her little old socks and stuff. I'm combing it out of her skin, because they grow their clothes out of their skin. So, I'm removing her old dirty clothes so that when I wash her, her skin can get clean, just like me. So that's my opinion. I may be wrong, but this is how I get the best results. And this is how my dogs who are older, because she is kind of up there in age, and she's blind, but this is how I can help them stay looking young and feeling good and staying healthy because the skin is the largest organ in their body. So as long as I help the skin function properly and just be able to breathe and not have to work so hard, trying to get all this stuff out on its own, I can help the skin out. Then the skin has all that freed up energy, that organ, the largest organ in the body, now has that, the body now has that extra energy to, you know, put towards the other organs, the livers, the kidneys, everything else can function better because the skin is functioning better, in my opinion. So it's a little bit tangled up and matted here, so I'm just gonna break it up gently with the brush. And another tip, this is why I like to set it up here. I would have set up out in the living room where I may have better connection. I might have more signal bars, but I choose to do it here because right here I have a good place to where it's nice and blocked in, so she can't just walk off the table, especially because she's blind. So if you have a dog that likes to try to jump off the table or anything, set up your table against the wall, and that way it doesn't give them that option. Now they have very limited options, because you're right in front of them, you have another barrier here. So there we go. Oh, there we go. And you're gonna feel it and hear it. And when you feel that resistance, ease up a little bit, but don't quit. Don't say, "Oh, there's resistance there. I'm not gonna brush there." No, you don't want to tug at it and pull at it too hard, but you don't want to give up either. Just keep working at it gently. Just gently tap it. And then those mats and those rough hairs, those bundles of dead hair, it will start to break up and it will start to come out. You just have to work at it gently, like that. Oh, there we go. All right. Nice. Now she can feel it too. She can feel it coming out. There we go. Because the very first time I groomed her, it was not like this. No idea who I was. She had no idea why I was like messing with her. So yeah, she was a little snappy. She kind of tried to bite me a couple times, especially when I was doing her nails. It was like a snapping turtle. But now she totally trusts me. She doesn't look forward to it, of course, just like my younger daughter doesn't look forward to taking a shower. We literally have to start negotiating, like she has hostages or something, and I have to be very tactical. Have to be very sensitive to her feelings when I'm negotiating for her to take a shower. You know what I'm saying? So kids get like that, and dogs, they think kind of like children. So yeah, of course she probably isn't looking forward to this. This is a chore. But she does feel better afterwards, just like my daughter when she got out of the shower last night, she felt really good. We played video games afterwards. Like, you know, like Bree here too, you'll see when I'm done combing her out, she's gonna feel so much better about herself. She's also gonna feel better to the touch, her skin, her hair, everything's gonna feel so smooth. And that's also why I don't really rely on expensive shampoos, or I don't rely on the bath to get me this soft, beautiful, silky dog. I have it before I even wash her. The bath for me is just sanitizing, getting rid of the old oils, and re-moisturizing, putting the conditioner and getting the good oils back in there. That's what the bath is for me. But getting like a nice, smooth, beautiful, silky dog, for me, that happens in the prep. You know, I already have it before I wash her. So it takes a little effort. Of course, you're front loading all the work, all the labor. So it is labor intensive, but the good news is all the labor is up front, and then once she's washed, once I dry her, you know, it's easy after that. So easy. There's pretty much nothing to do. Oh yeah, that's right. This sucks. Don't buy this brand. I'm just kidding. I don't. Oh man, that was bad. I don't want to trash your brand. I'm sorry. I don't want to be that guy anymore. I am that guy. Man, such an asshole. I'm trying not to be. Or I really am. I acknowledge that I'm an asshole. I'm trying not to be. Okay, here we go. At least I'm not an asshole to the dogs, right? There you go. I tell my dogs all the time, man, I love going to the dog park with you guys. I'm like, your friends are all cool. They're all awesome because they're all dogs. I'm like, I never want to take you guys out to any of my social events because Humans suck. No, I was kidding. I'm sorry. Kind of true though, right? I love going to the dog park because yeah, dogs are awesome, man. Anyways, okay. I know I said I like to work from down up, but sometimes I just like to, you know, because I feel like I'm not pulling the mat all. I'm not working it all the way down. I'm pulling it out like that. So even though I'm not line brushing, I'm not pulling the mats down with me either. So sometimes I will just go with the grain. There we go. Especially because I feel like sometimes it makes more sense to the dog too when I work my way down to the foot, see? And I get less of a fight, less of a resistance. Rather than starting off with the foot, because I know that if the foot's already making her uncomfortable, I'll start up here and work my way down to the foot. That way I don't get that kickback, that donkey kick, that resistance. See? She's a little bit more willing to let me do it because she sees it. She anticipates it coming down there from up top. There we go. Especially because she's blind. There we go. So, and it's not a good idea to put your tools on the table. But if you are going to put your brush on the table, I always like to put the slicker brush down, facing down, so that if they step on it by accident, they're stepping on this surface. Because if you leave it on like this and they step on it, it could hurt. So don't put your tools on the table. But if you are going to put your tools on the table, have it facing down. I guess that's my philosophy on life, pretty much. If you want to sum up my philosophy on life, anything you're about to do, don't do it unless you're gonna do it. Then just do it. Here, it's usually these ankles, these joints, these areas where you're gonna find the most just crusty, dry hair. Catches. See, you don't want to keep pulling, but you don't want to give up on that spot either. You know now that that's an area where there's mats and dead hair, so you just go like that. Long way, Bree. Good girl. If you want to follow her, she's Bree the Blind Yorkie on Instagram. Bree, Bree the Blind Yorkie. I'm so proud of you. That's gonna feel so much better. You feel that, girl? Holy cow. All that fuzz right there, just trapped inside your skin. There you go, girl. That's gonna feel much better. It already does, doesn't it? All right. Good job, Bree. Look at that foot. Nice and shiny now. There you go. Good job. Look at that. Such a beautiful girl. Give me a little kiss. Oh, thank you, Bree. Okay. It doesn't look like much, and actually, if you were to look at them individually, you wouldn't even be able to see them because they're so fine. They're so invisible. So that's why you're seeing them now finally because there's enough of them bundled together. But this is all that rough, dirty hair that you're feeling spread all across their body, you know? Ah, catching on. That's what the comb's catching on. And as it glides through, it's starting to pull it out gently. And the good news is, along with this dead hair comes all of that other stuff that's trapped inside those pores, that's clogged in there. You know, you're getting all of that stuff out of there as you're working this out. Use the flicker to break it up. I can literally feel it going through my fingertips, like the rough hair. I can feel it just sliding out, sliding through my fingertips. It's really interesting. And then the hair here feels much silkier and softer. The skin feels softer. It doesn't feel as rough and bumpy. Like exfoliating their skin for them, getting all those toxins out. And I think that's why their breath always smells like rotten eggs when I'm doing this. Every dog, every single dog now, I've noticed it. Every single dog I comb out, their breath starts to smell like rotten eggs. And it's just a theory of mine. It's a theory, a hypothesis. It's just an educated guess. But my hypothesis is that as I'm combing out all of this, and with this comes all that dander, which is why I wear a mask, because I don't want to breathe that microscopic dander in, because that's what was making me cough the whole time. I didn't even realize it until coronavirus hit, and I started wearing a mask because I had to, and the cough went away. I was like, no way, it can't be that simple. It can't be that simple, right? It is that simple. Just wear a mask, stop breathing in that dander that's coming out of this, right? All of this dander that's all in there, you're brushing it out, it's coming out into the air, floating around like that. We're breathing it in. So wearing a mask, it really is that simple. Stop the cough. But anyways, I'm getting all of this stuff out, you know? And so because we're getting it out of their skin, a part of it is actually going back, reabsorbing into their bloodstream. They're working it through and they burp it out, they fart it out, but also they breathe it out, they pant it out. In my opinion, my hypothesis is that that's why every single dog I start to comb out like this and I get all this stuff out, their breath starts to smell really strong. I can smell it. It's like rotten eggs. And it's not because like they may have had bad breath when I started, but it's not like that. This is like a breath that's like a warm internal bad odor, you know? If I can explain it that way. I know it's not coming from their gums or their teeth. It's coming from inside, internal. Every single dog. Yeah, even my own dogs at home. I brush my dogs at home and their breath will start to all of a sudden they'll start panting and all of a sudden it'll start smelling like rotten eggs. And see how she's panting? See how happy she is now? Because she feels so comfortable now. Before it was like all just, and this leg I haven't brushed yet, so she's still reacting. But this leg, the one that I did brush, she's less reactive because it feels good now. I just have to work on the other side. Yeah, but I can smell it. Wow, it just hit me. I just wafted it. But yeah, even through my mask, I can smell like, and I really think it's because just like Chinese traditional Chinese medicine, acupuncture, you know those energy lines. It's all connected. There's all these energy lines connecting all the different organs and everything. And I think yeah, as I'm getting all these toxins out, all this dander, all this powdery stuff here that's coming out of her skin, as I'm getting this out, and along with the dead hair, and as her skin is now able to breathe, I think that it's starting to like, get rid of all of the stuff that was like clogging those pores, and I'm smelling it through her breath. And then when I wash her and dry her, she's gonna be even more clean and more comfortable. Grooming is not vanity. It is not about the way she looks. It's about the way she feels. Grooming is about helping the dog feel better, not look better. Because when we feel good, we look good. Because health is beauty, really. Health is beauty. When you're healthy, you're beautiful. When you feel good, you look good. Oh wow, I'm so proud of you, Bree. Alrighty. That's why I brush their teeth as well in the bath. I brush their teeth. Right now, I'm using this Arm& and Hammer baking soda, beef flavored one. So it doesn't really help with their breath too much because it just smells like beef. But it does help with their breath after the bath though, because all of the toxins are now being flushed through their system. I've now given her a bath and washed it out, and then I brushed her teeth. So after the bath, her breath doesn't smell, her body doesn't smell, her skin doesn't smell or feel rough. It's not flaky or dandruffy, because I'm working all of that out now before the bath. At the beginning of this purple thing here is the rubber band that you would get off of your asparagus when you buy it at the grocery store. And you just wrap it, you loop it around the teeth of your comb, and it helps grip these dead hairs and it helps comb it out for you. That's from Shelly Dawes, a groomer named Shelly, Daws, Shelly Dawes. She's a friend of mine. And she showed me this trick, and it was implied, I think, that I never share it with anyone else. And I'm sorry, Shelly. Oh, man. Shelly, this is going to help parents. You know what I'm saying? This is going to help a lot of people. Man, don't hate me. Oh, I tell people all the time, whenever someone comes up to me and says, "Hey, June, can you keep a secret?" I say, "No, I can't. Don't tell me. I don't want that kind of pressure in my life." You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me, because I'm gonna tell people. At least I'm honest with them about it. They come up to me like, "Hey, June, promise you won't tell anybody." I'm like, "No, I can't. I'm gonna tell everybody. Don't tell me." You know? I'm not even curious. Don't you want to know my secret? No, I don't. Yeah, I don't want that pressure. Don't tell me. All right. Oh, girl. Wow, look at you, Bree. You're such a good girl. Mwah, mwah. Okay, look at that. Wow. Wow, even through her armpits where it was all matted, look at that. Oh, just silky smooth. Silky smooth. Look at that. Her hair is shining. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right, hold up. My girls and I talked about this. Let me try to be more like Bob Ross. You know what I'm saying? Be more chill, be more calm. There we go. Good girl. Stop freaking out all the time, at my own work. That's not a good look. Shoot, like laughing at my own jokes so loud. All right, let's try to be more chill. Right, Bree? Brushing her hair like this. Wow, look at that. No, seriously. Holy cow, like, nice. Got a little bumpy stuff. Oh, look at that. See? Right out of her skin. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, Wow, does that feel better? Miss Bree. The thing is, if I were to try to brush all this out after I washed her, it would be a nightmare. It would just ruin everything. And I would probably have to wash her again after I got all this out. So, yeah, you might think that it would save time just to go ahead and wash her, but would it save time just to go ahead and run into the shower and start showering with all my dirty clothes still on? Would that save time, or would that actually cause more problems and have cause me to spend even more time fixing what that did, right? By showering with my dirty underwear and my dirty clothes still on, expecting the shower water to just clean everything magically for me? No. So yeah, it's like you might think that it's gonna save a lot of time just to go ahead and wash her, but no, it's gonna ruin everything. And the worst part is, it's all happening on a cellular level. The damage that you've done is on a cellular level, and so you won't even see it until it comes out and it manifests itself in like the form of crazy dander, hot spots, skin infections, and that's all going to happen eventually down the road. It's not going to happen the day you do it. So that's the dangerous thing, is that we never really think about what caused the skin conditions to come to get so bad. And it's because people are just washing their dogs improperly, and they're thinking that they're helping their dogs, and they're trying to get their dogs all squeaky clean, but they're forgetting about the oil. It's like, by not conditioning your dogs properly, their hair dry and defenseless, bacteria and fungus is just going to move in a couple of days. And then about 3 days, it's going to colonize. And then in about a week, you're going to start to smell your dog. It's going to be really funky. And then in about 2 weeks, you're going to start to see really rough spots, maybe in their toes, maybe like in their feet area. But yeah, you're going to start to see really rough spots, maybe in areas like right here where it's going to pull together because of gravity. You're going to start seeing really rough areas, sometimes here too, right in the neck. You'll start to see really rough spots start to form, you know? Nobody thinks back, oh yeah, 2 weeks ago, I washed my dog improperly. They just think to themselves, oh man, I gotta wash my dog again. And then they do it improperly again. And then they just make the situation worse down the road. 4 weeks down the road, it's gonna be even worse. So yeah, though, right? As dog groomers who know this information, what can we do? The only thing we can do, in my opinion, is just do the best for our clients and our own dogs, and try to share this information. And hopefully it'll stick with someone. And I guess that's all we can do, is just keep trying, right? Just keep trying. Just keep sharing this information. Hopefully someone will actually get it. Someone It'll click with someone who's watching. And that's the best we can hope for. I guess Bob Ross went out the window. He's all positive, and I'm all like doom and gloom. Forget it. I'm just kidding. I just have to remember, Bob Ross had his style, and I have mine. You know, he had his canvas to work on. I have mine. You know, our artwork is different. Our personalities are different. Why am I trying to be like Bob Ross? I admire, I really look up to him. I love Bob Ross, but, well, the late Bob Ross, right? But yeah, I have to just embrace who I am. You hold them firmly enough to let them know this is where you want them to be, but not so hard that she can't get away. See? So she can. I'm kind of holding her a little firmly enough to let her know I need you right here, but not so firm, not so hard that she can't get away if she needs to. And she knows that. She's already gotten out of it a few times, and she knows that I don't try to stop her. She's not forced, so she's more willing to be here. See that? She's more willing to cooperate because she has a way out. There we go. So I'm not into all like restraining dogs and making them behave. I like to earn their cooperation, their trust. Blind. Could you imagine? You're already blind and scared, and then you get strapped in. I like to always give her a obvious way out. I have pressure here on the top of her nose to let her know this is where I need you. But if she wants to get out of it, boom, she's out of it. See? Feel safe. Oh, Bree. Good girl. That's off from the side of her face and her ears. Wow, feels so good now. So good. Oh, Bree, you're such a good girl. Okay, let's check this side. I just want to double check this side real quick. Wow. Even that side's good. Alrighty. Everything is nice and smooth. Look at that. Like butter. I could just go through. Yeah, I can still smell her breath. It's pretty strong. All right. There we go. But it goes away. It goes away, especially after the bath and after I brush her teeth. That strong, bad odor, it goes away. And I think it really has to do with the fact that her skin is clean. What I'm smelling is that dirty skin. She's breathing it out. So that's my hypothesis, at least. All right. And the reason why I even developed this hypothesis was because it was happening on every single dog. It's like you have to be an idiot not to recognize a pattern. There we go. There we go. Oh, yes. Oh, nice. Oh, Bree. Good job, girl. Oh, you're such a good girl. Wow. That's gonna feel so much better. Holy cow. Look at all that coming out. Okay. Now there is more dead hair, but I'm not gonna get too carried away with it right now because I know that I've gotten enough out to where the shampoo and the conditioner and the water actually has room to get in those pores and clean it now. So I'm just gonna go through with this. everything. And then after the bath, do a little bit more with the undercoat rake, with this right here, and get that undercoat out. There we go. See how the rubber band grips those dead hairs? Still catching on some mats here. Oh wow, right there. Good girl, Bree. See how the rubber band grips these hairs? It's all along where the rubber bands are wrapped around the teeth, see? And that's why I feel like this is such a good tip because now it's saving my fingertips from having to, use that, grip. And the rubber band grips these hairs for me. Isn't that such a good tip? Thank you so much, Shelly. I can't thank you enough. All right, so now we're ready for the bath. See that? She's all silky and shiny. Let me give you the that. And there we go. That's before I even washed her. So of course, when I wash her, she's gonna feel good and look good. It's gonna be easy. It's just gonna be cleaning, sanitizing really, and then re-moisturizing with the conditioner. And see, it's not even that much that I brushed out, if you think about it, you know? But it took about 30, 40 minutes, and now I have a nice clean dog to to bathe and to work on. And then after she's all dry, what do I have to do? Maybe just, trim up here a little bit, little sticky outies, the hairs that stick out right there. Boom, just shape it nicely, and she's done, you know? So, anyways, like I said, I forgot to bring the charger with me. So I'll go ahead and just turn it off here. Thank you guys so much for joining. Oh wow, I even got comments. Tennessee grandma, granny. I'm sorry, not Tennessee grandma. She's not your grandma. She's Tennessee granny. What's up, Tennessee granny? That's Sue. Lord Saint. Okay. Cynthia says, "Hi, Jane from New Jersey. How are you? Hey, what's up, Cynthia? Debbie. Alan Powell. It's guys like you that make me want to stay off the internet. Like it's getting to the point where you're like a psychotic stalker now, right? You've already made diss videos of me. You've already made several shorts of me, like just the clips of me losing it and cursing and stuff. You've already like I don't know. It's like you've already proven yourself a hater at this point. Why do you keep making new accounts to join my streams? And why do you keep making new accounts to make new videos dissing me? It's guys like you that want me to stay off the internet, Alan. Seriously, check yourself. Maybe just ask yourself, do I really want to be this guy for the rest of my life? Anyways, see you guys.